Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd in a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous slot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So Colorado State's offense will get the first swing today. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and his whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Well, that would have been a great pass on a beautiful sunny day, but in these elements, and that is a tough thing to do. Outstanding throw and catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking to scramble now. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. And the Rams pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. The reception nets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Chris, what a statement here early in the game. By going for it on fourth down, it pays off. They decide to be aggressive. They come up with a touchdown. Can't wait to see how this impacts the game after that score.
Manages the tricky footing and knocks through the PAT. And the return starts just inside the end zone. The coverage team able to bring him down. The Nittany Lions offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players, just a few guys. But what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Nittany Lions will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Rams offense back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. First down. Looking to throw the football. The pass rush. Nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up into the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Second down after that completion. Just a pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the first down himself.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but then make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here.
He's got room, looking for the end zone. Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rams.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They call the counter run here. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Colorado State has the lead here. We reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Back to pass. It's Jordan. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. And the Nittany Lions will have first and 10 here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. Not much of a gain there, Kirk. The defense paying close attention to the tight end.
Yeah, really good coverage that time. They're aware of exactly where he is on the field. They took him away completely. I gave him a completion, but not many yards.
He's running out of time here. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Oh, here comes the reverse. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And the field goal is good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Colorado State offense is back out there now. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. First down here for this offense. Running out of time in the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it. Here's the second down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. All the way quickly, but nobody in the area. And the official is going to call intentional grounding here. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. The Rams will have to kick this away. He's on to boot it away now. He's got it open. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake. Looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh. Would he love to have that one back? Open receiver downfield. He misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there. Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Catch made on the left side. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. The Nittany Lions will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. Here comes the Colorado State offense on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. On first and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And he catches a football. He is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. To the air, it's Jordan. Looks left and finds his target there. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. The throw complete to the running back underneath. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. That completion makes it 2nd and short. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Caught on the outside. It's Jones. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback looking to scramble. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Pressure is coming. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. He missed it. And after the miss, the margin is still 18, a 3-possession game. And the Rams will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. On 1st down, it's play action. He'll take a deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Touchdown, Rams. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Takes the handoff on the counter play. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he will make the 1st down, tackled at the 26. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff on a counter. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he'll finally go down after a huge gain and a big momentum boost for this offense. The Rams come to the line with first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Colorado State. And this one is getting ugly.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They're going to run it. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
And the same runner's got it again. And he shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch made, a lot of space now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And Indy Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. It's third down for the offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The pass is off target again. Hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
But these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. He hands it to the back. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He just came flying in to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football, because as soon as he got his hands on it, he got hit hard.
And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet. The Nittany Lions are in the red zone now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Oh, look at the quick cut.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And the PAT is good. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Rams offense back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Powerful running here. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll run it from the gun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great